Also, now at a clearance price from Henning Lee, the propane tank gas gauge. And how many times have you gone out to your propane grill, you've got your steak all prepped and ready to go, you get down, you go to turn it on, and oops, the tank is empty. And then they tell you, well, there's only one way to tell what's in there, pick it up. Well, when I pick it up, Mark Charles, it's heavy, so I can't tell whether there's any propane in it or not. But now you can. This is the perfect gas gauge. So just like a gas gauge on your car, this is going to tell you how much gas you have, how much propane you have in your tanks. We've sold over 43,000 of these. Our final quantities are what we have remaining. When they're sold out, that's it. And now you're getting them for a clearance price of $24.48. So Mark Charles, talk to us a little bit about, oh, real quick, we have gray and then we also have black. Is that right? On QVC, there's the black. And the only difference is just the color of the gauge. So if you wanted to coordinate with your grill or whatever appliance you're using this on, then you can do that. Not a whole lot of the black to go around. Okay.
So again, what we love about this, you said it perfectly, Jane. Why would we ever drive our car without a gauge on it to know how much gas we have? We have been using our 20-pound propane tanks for years, decades, with the guessing game. Oh, I'll pick it up and feel how much it is. The other thing, too, to point out, and I think you'll appreciate this, Jane, when you go to fill this tank up, there's one flat fee. They don't sit there and go, oh, Jane, you had half a tank, so we're only going to charge you half price. So the thing is, these companies have been making money on us because we're not using all our tank, we're not using all our propane, we're paying for propane we don't even need because the tank's got some in there. So we're wasting our money and we're not using everything we paid for. So that alone, to me, is the worth knowing what's inside. And the gas gauge tells you how. This is made out of a forged brass. All of this is forged brass. Why is that important? Because that will go on your barbecue once, I don't care what climate it is, what altitude, or what time of the year it is, and you leave it on. Forged brass will last through everything, okay? Here's what you're gonna do. I don't have a barbecue because we're inside. This is a 20-pound tank. You're gonna make sure it's closed. This is the regulator hose adapter that is usually here with the hose on it. You're gonna take that with your bare hands off, no tools required. You're gonna put this on, you're gonna twist it with your bare hands. I can't emphasize enough, no tools needed, okay? You twist it on like this, that's it, done. You're gonna put the regulator hose that looks just like this on here, that was already here. You're putting like a little bridge between it. You're gonna turn this on, watch what happens. And there's the meter. And then of course you have the light that you can turn on and off. And people say, well, I don't barbecue at night. You know why the light's good? Because the inside of some of these barbecue cavities are really dark even during the day because it's a big black hole underneath those things. So that's what that's there for. Yes, at nighttime too. But I love the fact that this is for everybody who's watching who owns a 20-pound tank for a barbecue, a fire pit, a heater, trailers and campers that have 20-pound tanks. This works on everything 20 pounds. That's what it looks like. This is a 20-pound propane tank, and it works for 20-pounders only, but it works for every barbecue out there that needs one.
The tailgate grill, that imagine getting to the tailgate all ready to set up the hot dogs and hamburgers, and you turn on your propane and there's nothing left in the tank. That is such a frustrating situation. And really, there is no gauge other than the knob to turn the flow of propane on those tanks. There is nothing else that comes with them. So the only way to find out how much gas is in the tank, basically, is to use something like this. So I think it makes so much sense. K63192 is your item number. Clearance price, so once we sell out of what we have, there is no reorder. They're gone when they're gone. You've got gray or black to choose from, K63192. And there's nothing worse, like right now is the perfect time to maybe sit outside with a fire pit and, you know, chill as the family comes together over the next couple of days for the holidays. And you get out there and find out that your fire pit, the tank is empty. And to your point, Mark Charles, I never even thought about the fact that when I have returned what I thought was an empty propane tank, maybe there was still propane in it that I wasn't using. So that's just, you know, cash out the door, literally.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you know, we're Northeast people, so we think of heaters and fire pits right now, but everybody in the South is still barbecuing because they can still wear shorts and flip-flops. So they're still barbecuing outside. And of course, when it gets warm for us in the summer, this is the ultimate. Anybody who owns a barbecue, this is the perfect gift. If you're looking for the perfect gift for a difficult guy in your life, you don't want to get him socks and a tie, I'm telling you, if they've ever touched a barbecue once, they're going to love this gift. This is a great dad gift because it's something they don't have. Once they have it, they go, oh my gosh, how did I not have it all this time? It really makes for something really wonderful. Remember, this is all forged brass. This will go on any barbecue that's 20 pounds and in any climate. You put this on once, you leave it on. Now, my only caveat is this. When you go to fill up your tank and it's actually empty, make sure you take it off the tank before you bring it, because I've heard stories of people sent me on Facebook that they left it on and then the tank came back with this not on it. You know why? Because the person filling it goes, oh my God, I want one of those. And he took it. So just remember to take it off when the new tank gets put on.
That's right. It's just like leaving your Easy Pass in the car.
Yes.
When you sell the new car and you get a new car, make sure you take your Easy Pass out. But yeah, so I mean, it's one of those tools. It's such a practical present because, and I know you probably are the same, Mark Charles, we grill year round. So unless there's snow on the ground, we're still going to be out there. And like I said, if I go to the trouble of prepping the food and getting ready and getting all excited about that delicious grill flavor of the burger or the steak or whatever, and I go out there to turn that propane on and it's empty, I would like flip. And if that's if it's a holiday, imagine planning on doing, because we actually used our grill as the third oven for Thanksgiving, and we'll probably do the same with Christmas. So, you know, imagine getting out there and then finding out it's empty. Or even, it almost makes sense to kind of take it with you, because we've actually picked up what we thought was a filled propane tank, and it wasn't filled, Mark Charles. It was empty.
Yeah, exactly.
So got put in the wrong place by mistake, probably, and then we ended up getting what we thought was a full tank, and it was actually empty. So it almost behooves you to take this when you go to get the new tank and make sure it's got a full load.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea, Jane. This is, I honestly agree with you. To me, this is a no-brainer, because how have we been doing gas and barbecues and fire pits and hot heaters all these years guessing how much gas we had? It's silly. Like, I just don't understand how it's gone this long. So the gas gauge came around. It's like, well, it solved a lot of problems. And it makes sense, and it's just smart. Remember, no tools required. Anybody can put it on. You don't need a strength. You don't need an instruction manual. You're going to take your 20-pound tank. The regulator hose will be attached to it. And just so you understand, the end of a regulator hose looks like this. So you unscrew with your bare hands, right? You're going to then put this in the place where the regulator hose was. And then the regulator hose now goes on this end. So you're creating a bridge. It was here. Now you're putting this between the two. And then all you're going to do is turn on your hose, and I mean your tank. There it is. Here's the light when you need it. And you get to see how much you have. More importantly, you get to use everything you have. Go all the way down to that red line, because you want to make sure you use it all. I always have a backup tank if you're having a party or things like that. But use all you have, and then when you're ready to go, swap it out, and you'll always know what you have left.
Well, you might need more than one if you use a lot of propane. We have 2 of those tall outdoor heaters that we use, as well as the grill. So if you want to get 3 of them at this clearance price, it's a good idea to do so. And then don't forget about the gifts if you're shopping for someone for something really practical. It's case 63192. Continue in the process of placing your order for that. And you can do so by calling 1-800-500-7590. All right, what's up next is a big deal. Already